Got any favourite comedian? I don't give a shit, okay? You gotta laugh at everyone and enjoy everyone, okay? So are we ready for number 4? Is number 4 ready? Yes. Please go wild for Alec Snook.
Chris Groves, everyone. Keep it going for Chris Groves. Before we start, can I just say, Chris, thanks for getting my name right. It's not a given. My name's Alec. Often people call me Alex, which is wrong. Now, I've got nothing against the name Alex. It's just not my name. And you're probably thinking, all right, don't get too pissy. It's only one letter difference. Try telling that to Sandra Bullock. Oh, no. If you swap the second letter for an O, it's Sandra. So, quick overview, if you haven't seen me before, I rock up and I introduce myself kind of aggressively, and then I spend the next sort of 6.5 minutes describing how badly my life's going. So don't worry if you don't laugh, because I actually like silence. Gives me a chance to re-engage with my tinnitus. Does anyone else genuinely suffer with tinnitus? I do. Does anyone else suffer with tinnitus? You do? What's your name? Olivia. Little tip for comedians: be in the room for the rest of the set, and then you don't. No, I'm interested. Olivia, what form does your tinnitus take? How would you describe it? Yeah. Okay, all right. So those of you that are lucky enough not to suffer with tinnitus, there's different forms it could take. Some people get like a high-pitched screaming. Others experience a kind of loud hissing like TV static. My tinnitus manifests itself in voices telling me to harm rooms full of strangers. That is tinnitus, right? So guys, thanks for coming out to support us in the final. Give yourself a round of applause for supporting live comedy. Yeah, I shouldn't really be here myself. So nothing to do with COVID, don't worry. It's just my mum and dad really wanted a girl. I remember vividly when my parents told me I was a mistake, right? It was on my birthday. Every year. In fact, they never used to get me a card. I used to buy them one that simply said, "Sorry for your loss." It's parents for you, isn't it? I myself do not have children. I was married once, a little fun fact for you there. Which, yeah, does garner a kind of mixed response from within the room, as half the people can absolutely believe that I'm a divorcee. While the other 50% simply refuse to accept that I could have ever been married in the first place. You married a 19th century circus strongman. I was genuinely married once. I'm not currently in a relationship, and it's been a while, I'll be honest. In fact, things have got so bad, I've actually started driving into the back of people just so that someone will take my phone number. So much needless death. I actually live with my landlady, and I knew this was a bad idea, but recently I suggested that we hook up, to which she said no, because she didn't want to shit on her own doorstep. I said, if I'd known you're into that kind of thing, I never would have suggested it. Doesn't anybody cuddle anymore? I think the problem is, like, the type of women that I'm matching with on these dating apps, they're kind of like, oh, I love mountains, like hiking, into the outdoors. Like, so it's super adventurous, basically, which I'm not. A woman asked me recently if I was into wild swimming. I said, I did poo with the door open once. Does that count? Which is a lie, by the way, because I always poo with the door open. Certainly don't do it on my own doorstep. So yeah, not having much luck with women at the moment. They're either sort of too adventurous or a bit too kinky. Now, I found myself on a date with a woman who was genuinely had a pornographic interest in necrophilia, right? Now, you're probably asking yourself, how does a 44-year-old man with bad hearing end up on a date with a necrophilia? Let me tell you. We met in a noisy bar. I thought she said she was into dad bodies. I thought she kept trying to hold my hand. Turns out she was just checking me pulse. Not that good for the self-esteem. Yeah. I've been working on my self-esteem a lot in therapy recently. And incidentally, found out this week, apparently I'm a people pleaser. Now, I'm well aware that most of you in here tonight are thinking, no, you're fucking not, mate. People pleasing and crowd pleasing are two different things. But what I can tell you is that I am fabulously adept at pleasing women. No, it's true. Yeah, I just tend to leave them alone. That seems to do the trick. So I do genuinely see a psychoanalyst. I've also recently started seeing a specialist in CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy. And I've only been there once. And I went up to his office in Gracia, and I went in and sat down. And on his desk, he had a little framed picture that said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." I was like, yeah, but last night I dreamt I was having a danger wank in a canoe. And if you're wondering what's dangerous about that, the canoe was in a showroom. In the Yemen. So yeah, I see a psychoanalyst, I see a specialist in CBT. I think if anything, I'm probably getting too much therapy. I'm overanalyzing things, basically, and I'm overanalyzing myself, more importantly. Example, I'm going to finish on this. I went to a wedding in London over the summer, and it was at a really expensive hotel, right? Now, you know these hotels that are so plush that they've got an elevator attendant? You've seen these? Just in case you forget how to press the fucking button. Anyway, this is how I know I'm overanalyzing myself. I get in the lift, it's packed, doors close, elevator attendant says, "Call out your floors." And without thinking, I just immediately shouted, "I'm a terrible listener." Guys, you've been fantastic listeners. Thank you very much. My name's Alec Snook. Welcome back, Chris Groves.